Barcelona 3, Osasuna 0. And guys, what a victory for FC Barcelona. What's good, guys? Welcome back, channel. And guys, we won again. On the verge of the international break, returning not on a weekend, but on a Thursday. Hansi Flick had some words complaining, obviously. And guess what? We just took care of business against a good Osasuna team, a team that beat us earlier this season 4-2. And Barcelona, they got their revenge. They made amends. But guys, before going into all the details, make sure to like up this video. 15 likes is the target. Subscribe if you are new. Road to 800 subs. We are getting so close to reaching that milestone. And also comment down below who was your man in the match and also your other thoughts for the game. But guys, let's get straight into it because this was the lineup that Hansi Flick selected. The manager, obviously, with many players that were tired because of international duty, he selected Szczesny, obviously, is number one. Balde, Inigo, by the way, Osasuna were mad that he started. They're sending a file complaint, I've heard, after the game. Gavi came back to the lineup. Ferran Torres, the Shark. It's Shark season. He had a great game, by the way. Pedri, Lamine Yamal, Dani Olmo, Frenkie de Jong, Koundé, and Eric Garcia got the start. And honestly, what made this win so impressive on Hansi Flick's part was that he coached up a win. We started very good in that first half. We started strong. We got the 2-goal lead. And honestly, from there, you could rotate players. You could rest them for the weekend against Girona. We didn't have Rafinha. Obviously, I already said Ronald Araujo was on the bench. Many players went the full way. Pedri, Frenkie de Jong on international duty. So credit where credit is due. Today, Hansi Flick deserves a lot of flowers, man. Seriously, because this is not an easy scenario to go into a game on Thursday, and then we're going to have another game on Sunday. I thought it was great, man, management. But guys, let's talk about that first goal by Ferran Torres. What a goal it was by Ferran. And guys, I'll be real. This guy is in form. He's in the form of his life. I think personally, it's his best season at Barcelona. I think that he might have 15 goals by now. I'm not sure. But Ferran Torres, if he doesn't have 15, he'll end up with more than that by the time the season ends because Ferran, he looks super sharp. He looks like he's at home with this Hansi Flick system. And Ferran Torres is not a guy who had his way at Barcelona. The whole time he's been at Barca, he's been up and down. You know, he's had good seasons. He had seasons that were mediocre. And he's gone pressured by the fans to leave, but he stayed at Barcelona. And I'll tell you this, off the ball, some of the movements with Lamine Yamal, he plays off Lamine so well. Today with Pablo Torre, also Fermín López, when they played together, Ferran Torres did his thing. And honestly, Hansi Flick, keep playing this guy because let me tell you guys this, it is Shark season. Ferran Torres, I haven't seen Ferran this sharp and this good at goal scoring, I think, since he joined Barcelona at the beginning. Guys, it's Shark season. I want to see Ferran Torres more often by Hansi Flick. And also, I have to give credit for Alejandro Balde for that cross. I'm a guy who's a little bit critical of our players. I demand the most. It comes from a good spot, honestly. In my opinion, I always say Alejandro Balde is a spectacular player. Today, by the way, was one of his best games ever for Barcelona. The dribbling out of pressure. He's good at passing. But the one thing that he lacks is that final ball when it comes to crossing the ball. He's a decent defender. He's got pace. He's a good player in general. But when Balde has the final cross like he did today for Ferran Torres, the perfect placement, perfect way to pass, you're getting the complete fullback. And honestly, props for Balde. Today, Gavi was back in the lineup, and Gavi looked like Gavi. This looked like pre-ACL Gavi doing his thing defensively, winning the ball back and playing it to Pedri, Frenkie de Jong, the guys who are more talented to do their things. But Gavi genuinely today looked pretty good. And then what I got to say is the penalty. The penalty won it, obviously, because Pedri played a dime of a ball. Pedri, by the way, once again, a man of the match, and Pedri's racking up these man of the matches like it's nothing. And you know what? Pedri's just that good of a player. An 8 out of 10 for Pedri is an average game. He plays a ball into Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo flicks it over the goalie. We get a penalty, and Dani Olmo actually misses the first penalty. Then, because of encroachment, luckily enough, Barcelona got to retake this penalty. Dani Olmo scores, but shortly after he gets injured. And actually right now it's been confirmed he got injured on the second penalty that he scored. Abductor. He looks like he's going to be out for 1 to 2 weeks. I hope he's fine. Dani Olmo, you know what I call him, the glue. Everything looks better with Dani Olmo. So I really hope Borussia Dortmund, Atletico Madrid. I don't know about Atletico, but Borussia Dortmund, specifically in that UCL, we're going to need him. He's one of our better players in this team. But guys, let's move on to Robert Lewandowski. Because we talked about Ferran and Dani Olmo's goals, but what about Robert Lewandowski? Because this guy, once again, you know what? I criticize Robert Lewandowski, and I feel like that I'm justified to criticize him. I feel like that it's been fair at times. Robert Lewandowski, sometimes I feel like that he hampers the team, but you know what? Credit where credit is due. The guy scored a spectacular goal. And off the bench, Lewandowski this season has been money. You know what I'm saying? Robert Lewandowski, once again, scores a spectacular goal off the bench. I remember Valencia he did that in that 7-1 game. He scored a sick goal. I know it was 7-1, but he's still freshly rested. Robert Lewandowski is a completely different player to a Robert Lewandowski who's played 3 or 4 games in a row. And the goal was spectacular. Pablo Torre, guys, put some respect on his name. He plays a great ball into Fermín López. Fermín López, Robert Lewandowski, it was a 2v1, and Fermín, what a peach of a ball. He puts on the perfect way to pass and the perfect speed, and it was just like that Balde cross. It's an inch perfect cross, and Robert Lewandowski, what a bullet header. No chance the goalie saves it, and you know this guy, he loves to do his celebration, his signature celebration. Robert Lewandowski, hey man, we're going to need the best for him. We're going to need Robert Lewandowski to score a lot of goals. Hopefully, he can hit his best form at the next coming games. But guys, also, I want to give credit to the defense. What about Inigo Martinez? Another solid performance. Eric Garcia, for the most part, was decent. I feel like that Balde, one of his best games that he's ever played for Barcelona. And honestly, I'll even give credit to Jules Koundé because he was part of that back four that played ever so well. You know, Szczesny, once again, a great game from him. He didn't have to do too much, but just commanding his area, catching crosses. He played decent. You know, he had one risky moment where he did a skill move, a fake shot, it looked like, and then he laid it off to the midfielder. But everybody in that back four, even Gavi and Frankie de Jong, they did their thing, and everybody played well. I feel like that it was really a team performance, and that is what we need to see because Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, we have to extend our lead. We're only 3 points ahead of Real Madrid, a Real Madrid team who hasn't played that well up till this part of the season. Let's be real, guys. They haven't, but they're only 3 points behind. There's 10 games left in the league. We got Girona on the weekend. We got Atletico in that Copa del Rey semifinal to book our ticket to the final. But guys, it gets real. The season, it gets real, and Barcelona, they took care of business. 3-0. I cannot be too upset. What a win for our club. Hey, let me know down below who is your man of the match. Today, I'll probably go with Pedri. I think that they got it right. I think Pedri was the man of the match. But guys, like up this video if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. Road to 800 subs, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace. Visca Barca.